Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, kicking off with the US dollar index for the start of this week, we can see from a weekly aspect is that the trend is still holding very well from the close of Friday or Saturday morning, more to the point, and we can see that the dollar index is still flat at 95.70 but still potentially looking for a further climb. All eyes on the Federal Reserve rate decision this week, with the US Federal Open Market Committee starts their two-day meeting on Tuesday. With no rate increase expected, all eyes will be on the statement. That is at 6:30 Sydney time AM, and it is widely expected the US Bank will begin hiking rates probably in March, but it's more about what the statement says to get a bit of an idea on how the central bank is thinking. If the dollar index pattern does hold, then I feel the market will head up towards its recent highs around 96.80 and reassess from there. This, on the flip side, will see further pressure on the downside for euro, look towards the support level of 112.90 to 113 the figure, where it's now near enough challenging. In light of the pattern, we are breaking down, so therefore I believe the market will take out the support level of 112.90 and then open its way or the path towards 112.20 to 111 figure 50, where is the broader picture. That is, you can see from this point here and reassess. The Australian dollar now pressuring this support level, seen at 71.60 after doing a U-turn late last week from that 60-day moving average. In light of the pattern here, we're just challenging these lows around 71.60, and a close under there will give further scope down towards 70.90. I feel in light of the pattern, we could eventually see a lower Australian dollar. But let's take one step at a time and see how the market plays. First of all, at 71.60 to 70.90. The dollar yen, well, the market's still relatively weak, even though we've seen a rebound today, reaching its first objective, which was seen around 113.60. In light of the pattern, unless this trend does break, we could see a further weaker play, maybe into the start of the week and look down towards 112.70.80. But I feel the market may actually get a little bit of an upper hand here, like we saw previously with this Dragonfly Doji, and break through that level and head on towards 114.45 to 115. Sterling has also reached its target of 135.35. Well, it's weakened the support level, more to the point, and may see a little bit more weakness, but I feel down towards 134.65 to 80 as a potential short-term base. I'm not going to get overly bearish on the pound, as I've found in the past. The market has been caught off guard, and the bulls come back very aggressively, like we saw with this very strong trend. But with the gravestone doji in place, confirmation and also a rejection, we're seeing that the 135.35 is holding, but we could see that 134.65 challenge before turning around. CAD yen, well, the market reached its target of 90.30 and holding at the time being. I feel there is still a little bit more slippage coming through here and maybe down towards 89.60 to 89.80 and reassess. Wrapping up with gold and oil, well, the market staged a brief challenge to its up day on Friday, but as you can see, 3 consecutive days of closes under 1,842, which does put a bit of a sort of a question mark on how strong this rally was after it took the stops out above 1,830. But in light of the pattern, let's see if this turns out to be a flag or a dud flag and actually end up back down to 1,800. In light of the market's movements over the last few days, we've seen a rejection from the highs of October 2014 and also the rebound off the lows we've seen here around $83 a barrel. Still, the market hasn't completely broken down, so we may still see a test up to the top side of the range, anywhere towards $86 a barrel to 87 to maybe 90. But overall, the market will eventually cripple it of the support level and buckle, and therefore see a pullback towards the base anywhere from about $81 as a short-term base. Well, that wraps it for today, but still keep an eye out tomorrow. We've got numbers out from the Australia for the CPI, and also we've got the Federal Reserve interest rate decision on Thursday. But that's a wrap for now. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed a great start to the new week.